Does it matter what we do with our bodies after we die? You've probably heard someone say, "I don't care what you do with my body. I'll be in heaven, so just throw me in a ditch somewhere." But is that really true? Does the Bible teach that our bodies don't matter after death? Today, more families are choosing cremation over burial. In fact, in 2006, about 1/3 of people in the US were cremated. By 2021, that number had jumped to nearly 60%. But does this shift matter from a biblical perspective? Is there a preferred burial method? Across cultures in history, there have been many creative ways to handle a body. Some even turn people into fireworks or launch ashes into space. But all these methods can be grouped into 4 main categories: in-ground, traditional burials in caskets, vaults, caves, or even cliffside burials in certain cultures; ashes, cremation, alkaline hydrolysis, or other processes that reduce the body to ash or powder; exposure, leaving the body to the elements, burying at sea, or even sending it into space; preservation, embalming, mummification, cryogenic freezing, or donating the body to science. So, does Scripture prescribe one method over the others? Not exactly. The Bible records that people were usually buried in caves, tombs, or the ground. Wealthier individuals often had tombs, while the poor were buried in the earth. The most common Jewish practice was to place the body in a tomb, allow it to decompose, then collect the bones in a casket. This reflected their belief in the resurrection of the dead. But it's important to distinguish between what the Bible describes and what it prescribes. Just because a method was common doesn't necessarily mean it's commanded. So, does it matter what we do with our bodies after death? The Bible seems to emphasize not the method itself, but the meaning behind it. Exposure is often viewed as judgment, denying the sacredness of the body. Preservation, like mummification or cryogenics, can suggest a denial of death and the hope of resurrection. Burial or cremation both acknowledge the body's return to dust. But the key question is why we choose one over the other. Many people choose cremation for financial reasons. It can cost 5 to 10 times less than a traditional burial. Others choose it for ecological reasons. Burial customs, whatever they are, should ultimately reflect our hope in the resurrection and our respect for the body as God's creation. So yes, it does matter what we do with our bodies after we die. Not because one method guarantees salvation, but because how we handle the body reflects what we believe about life, death, and resurrection. The body is sacred. And even in death, what we do with it testifies to the hope that one day these mortal bodies will be raised anew